Yoga Atha Yoganushasanam. Now is the teaching on yoga. Atha Yoganushasanam. Yogas chitta vritti narodha. Yogas chitta vritti narodha. Yogas chitta vritti narodha. Yoga is the complete settling of the activity of the mind. Sweet. Tada drashtu swarupe vasthanam. Tada drashtu swarupe vasthanam. Self established in itself. Tada drashtu swarupe vasthanam. Notice the visarga there. Notice the aspiration here. Notice the avagraha silent there. If you read it in Padapata, tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. But you don't have an ava here because you read in Devanagari script, you read in Sanghita Partha, there's no there because it brings them together. Yoga Sutra, self-established in itself. Tada drashtu swarupe vasthanam. Very good. Vritti sarupya mitratra. This is very good for Sanghita Pata. Vritti sarupyam ita atra. That's Parapata. Vritti sarupya mitratra. See how much more rigorous it is this way, and more compact, and you're reading by the syllables and not by the words. And that's how you read the Vedic literature. Reverberations of the self emerge from here, the self-referral state, and remain here within the self-referral state. Such a beautiful passage. Vritti sarupya mitratra. And I said, when I said pya like that, I was sort of mindless. And I'm not so sure when you don't know the passage how mindless you can be. But I've already been over it so many times. But in any case, that's how it should be done, quickly like that, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shorts in a row. So, vritti sarupya mitratra. That's how you say it. That's the only way to say it. You can't have pauses on these shorts. Pya mita ra tra. Maybe that's only 5. Pya mita ra tra. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 shorts, not 6. Such a nice one. And of course, this is a different. This is also section 1. This was in the Invincible America Department wall for a long time. Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito dridha bhumihi. Of course, I've memorized it, so it went smoothly. Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito dridha bhumihi. So this would be very difficult if you hadn't memorized it. And, I guess you can, if you haven't memorized, you can read it like this. Satu dirgha. Dirgha. And then, but you probably shouldn't say gha and pause too long. Dirgha kala, like that. Well, then you're reading it by the words. Nairantarya satkara. So when you get it here, you can pause because it's a long. You can pause on longs and heavies. Satu dirgha kala. Dirgha. I have a tendency to think dirgha is a good place to pause, but that's because it's a word, you see. Satu dirgha kala. But you should pause on longs and heavies where there's a conjunct. Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara. So you can pause on that. Sevito dridha bhumihi. But try to pause on longs and heavies. And because you pause on shorts, it kind of makes it too long, or I'm not sure what. So yoga becomes a well-founded state, established state, when it has been respectfully and uninterruptedly cultivated for a long time. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Satu dirghakal nairantarya satkara sevito dredha bhumi. This is retroflex and aspirated. And you have to say that. Dredha, like that. Bhumi. And this is aspirated, but it's velar. Ga. And the rest of it is kind of straightforward. Ritambhara tatra prajna. Ritambhara tatra prajna. So it's not Ritambara or something like that. You don't see a bar over this A, right? You don't see a danda here. Ritambhara. That's how you say it. Tatra prajna. So you can open up on this, and then you have to close back down on this. Tatra prajna. Like that. And of course, this is JN, it's not GY. Fully awake consciousness, all-knowing consciousness. Hritam bhara tatra parijna. Now, in this one, I like to say heyan dhukamanagatam instead of heyam dhukamanagatam, because it's nicer to be able to use the anuswara and its form, because then when you're switching from the because when you use the same anuswara as the following, even though it's in a gap and you have the option not to, your tongue doesn't have to go to two different places. Heyan dhukamanagatam. And of course this visarga here and that aspiration make it a dynamic situation. Heyan dhukamanagatam. And don't think I'm making this too long by saying dhu like that. Dhukamanagatam. I'm just doing a little something with it. Avert the danger which has not yet come. And of course here's the Super Radiance Sutra. Tat sanidho vairatyagaha. Tat sanidho vairatyagaha. In the vicinity of coherence, yoga, hostile tendencies are eliminated. Tat sanidho vairatyagaha. You notice they say o and not ow, and they say way and not why, because these letters in context are always sound like their equivalent pair. They don't sound distinct. They do on the end of a sentence, but not in the middle. Tat sanidho vairatyaga. Okay, and here's the asana. Sthira sukhamasana. Asana is steady pleasantness. Sthira sukhamasana. There's only one long in that, so the rest of it has to be quick. You have to do it quickly. Sthira sukhamasana. This is aspirated. You have to hear that. Sthira sukhamasana. And this is aspirated. Sthira sukhamasana. And I'm doing Sanghita Pata. I'm not saying Sthira Sukham Asanam. I'm saying Sthira Sukham Asanam. So that's how you do it. Prayatna she till ya. Nanta sama pattib pyam. Prayatna she till ya. Sorry. Prayatna she till ya. Nanta sama pattib pyam. Asana is perfected by relaxation Prayatna she tilya nanta sama patibhyam. Prayatna she tilya nanta sama patibhyam. Asana is perfected by relaxation of activity and the dawn of unboundedness. Prayatna she tilya nanta sama patibhyam. Yeah, so you notice I paused on here and here. I didn't really know the shlok by memory, so I just paused on those. And actually, you see, I'm actually pausing in the middle of words. This is the end of a word, sort of sama, but this is not. Ya, so ya, nanta. So that's, I don't know what these are in terms of words, but that's what I do. I just pause on that because they're long and you don't offend the length of the word that way. I mean, you don't offend the meter that way. I mean, maybe you do in a way, but that's sort of the way they taught me. Tato dwandwa napigataha. This is very easy to say. Tato dwandwa napigataha. Make sure you aspirate that and visarga that. Tato dwandwa napigataha. And that's a ga, of course. From that comes freedom from the pairs of opposites. Tato dwandwa napigataha. Well, I guess because this is long, then you notice the aspiration more. If this was a long E instead of a short E, maybe you would notice that one more. I don't know. All right, let's see what this one is. Chitti Shakti Riti. Chitti Shakti Riti. Chitti Shakti Riti. So, if you say it with the proper meter, with proper shortness, notice they're all short, then the E becomes an I. Chitti Shakti Riti. So there's some E in the end, but this is an I, and that's an I. Chitti, chitti. Okay, that becomes more of an E, but then you notice it's followed by a palatal, right? So that's why. Because you're followed by a palatal, it's going to have more of an E quality to it because the palatal is going to give it that palatal quality, right? That talavia quality, which is, so that's why this maintains an E quality. I didn't know that ahead of time. I just discovered it after I did it quickly because you have to do shorts quickly. Chitti Shakti Riti. Chitti Shakti Riti. Chitti Shakti Riti. So this is more of an I quality, and that's more of an E because it's at the end. It gives it a chance to express itself. Chitti Shakti Riti. You say Riti or Riti. Riti is probably more correct. Chitti Shakti Riti. And Shakti. Chitti Shakti Riti. So that's how it should come out, more sort of the equality to it. The power of consciousness is infinite. Why, it sure is. Let's see. Where are we? Probably in Vedanta. All right, let me just add that on there. Come to Vedanta later.